Hier ist der Avoram zurück in Genshin Impact und ich arbeite mich mal wieder ein bisschen durch für euch und ja, dann werden wir mal schauen, was es für uns für ein neues Abenteuer gibt. Ich habe ja gesagt, wir werden uns jetzt durch die, jetzt muss ich mal überlegen, machen wir ein Kätzchen mit Spezialtrank oder machen wir die Herbstwinde tiefrote Blätter? Weil wir haben letztes Mal tatsächlich alles freigeschaltet. Ich würde sagen, wir fangen an, Kätzchen mit Spezialtrank und unterhalten uns einmal mit Diona. Wir werden dieses Ziel hier einmal verfolgen. Und dann schauen wir, wo uns das Ganze mal hinführt. Weil wir kommen ja auch bald in neue Gebiete rein und ja, da ist die Morgenröte mal wieder. Schade, dass es da direkt nicht direkt einen Teleport gibt. Aber davon lassen wir uns ja dieses Mal nicht abbringen. So, dann hin damit zu dem schönen Weingut. Ich bin, wie gesagt, immer noch auf der Suche nach Erfahrungspunkte für meine kleinen Charaktere zum Aufleveln. Bennett habe ich jetzt mittlerweile auf Level 65 gebracht. Und Chichi und Venti warten auch noch darauf, dass sie ja, ihr Level von 60 auf 70 erhöhen können. Soweit ist alles vorbereitet. Was mir tatsächlich noch, was nicht fehlt, was ich habe. Ich habe nämlich die Schwerter alle auf Level 70 gebracht. Von daher bin ich da schon fertig. So, dann wollen wir mal rein und uns mal einmal anhören, was es im Weingut so Schönes Neues gibt. Vor allen Dingen zum Thema Getränke. Irgendwie war das was mit Tee. Mal schauen. So, ich bin schon drin und da hinten, da sehen wir schon Diona.
Oh, you're here. Look, I've already prepared all the tools we need. Sure, they're a little basic, but they should do just fine. I've also prepared a top-shelf bottle of dandelion wine to use as a drink base. Oh, I've also heard that you don't like to see people drink too much. Am I right? So today, we'll strictly just exchange techniques. There will be no talk of drinking, and even if we try the drinks, we'll just only have a little taste. How's that sound?
Fine, I suppose. These tools will suffice.
Das Licht steht bei ihr komisch, aber ist okay. Wie hast du so viele Dinge vorbereiten können?
Well, we've always been hoping to invite Diona to our winery to instruct us on her techniques of mixing drinks. Though the preparations have been made, we've just never had the chance. So how could I not be fully prepared now that she's willing to come today? Oh, and to keep things fair, we'll need an impartial judge.
Well, we have the honorary knight.
Yes, but she doesn't look...
Ich kenne mich mit Wein gut aus, also das soll nicht das Problem sein. So, ich weiß, ich sehe nicht so aus, als wäre ich schon alt genug zu trinken. Hier sieht, glaube ich, kaum einer von... Na, war mein Spaß.
So honest and forthcoming. You are, after all, the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. What impressive discipline. Then who could we find to be the judge?
Connor! There you are! I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
Elzer, your timing couldn't be any more perfect. I'm about to have a little mixing competition with Diona here.
What? Really? That's great. Would it be all right if I stayed to observe?
Actually, we're looking for a judge. Would you be free to help us out?
Why, I'd be delighted. It'd be an honor to have an opportunity to have a taste of Diona's craft.
Okay, mir fällt dir gleich was auf. Aha, die Textblöcke sehen anders aus. Was für ein Zufall. Die beiden haben das doch schon lange geplant, oder? Naja, ich glaube, ich wäre eher für den zweiten.
What's little Boo Sponge Elzer doing here, He doesn't think I'm here to collaborate with them, does he?
Ach, mit denen zusammenarbeiten.
Don't you know? Elzer used to always show up at the Cat's Tail. Every time he came, he would always be sweet-talking me, trying to get me to work with the Dawn Winery to come up with some sort of new drink. He needs to know that that'll never happen, not until I figure out how to make the most terrible drink in the world.
So then, shall we begin, Diona?
Sure, but like I said before, this is an exchange of techniques as bartenders. Anyone not involved should stay away.
What is that supposed to mean?
Elzer, why don't you just take a break over there? We'll bring over the drinks once they're finished.
Wait, but I was...
Elzer, just...
Okay, das stimmt. Die beiden geben sich die ganze Zeit Zeichen.
Oh, right. I shouldn't disturb the mixing process. I'll be over there. Just let me know if you need me.
All right, since I invited you here, I'll begin. Lizardtail's bitter nature will ruin the alcohol's texture and taste. We should soak it in distilled spirits first to remove the bitterness, then add it to the dandelion wine later as flavoring. Slime condensate in small amounts could improve the texture, but not too much, otherwise the alcohol might start to coagulate. The smell of these fish scales is way too strong. There's no way it could go in a drink. And is butterfly dust even edible? Oh well. Let's start mixing and see what we end up with. And voila, it's done. Elzer, if you could please do the honors.
The color and presentation, it looks very interesting. Let me have a try. Upon an initial taste, the impact of the distilled spirits mixed with the refreshing dandelion wine along with a hint of bitterness all work to accentuate the distinct flavor of the drink. And this slightly thicker texture. It really is a memorable drink. Yes, not bad, Connor. Looks like you finally found the right inspiration to guide your mixing techniques.
It's all thanks to Diona. If she hadn't asked for this little exchange of skills and provided all the ingredients, then I'd probably still be confined to my old techniques and usual ingredients. However, I wasn't able to find a way to use the butterfly dust and fish scales. Seems that my creativity is still quite limited.
No worries. Not everyone possesses Diona's genius intuition and techniques. No need to be so hard on yourself.
So, he actually made something good out of these ingredients. Do you remember all the techniques he used?
Also, ist euch aufgefallen, dass der nichts trinkt, aber trotzdem alles schmeckt? Okay. Ich glaube, da haben die was vergessen. Na gut, also, so viel wie ich konnte.
Oh, the process wasn't too complicated. Next, all we have to do is follow the same steps and mess them all up. All right. First, you could try making a drink using the same techniques.
Warum machst du es nicht einfach selbst?
Because observation and experimentation come first when a professional bartender is faced with a new mixing technique. As my assistant, you must try your best to make a horrible, terrible tasting drink. Meanwhile, I'll watch closely and see if there's any room for improvement.
So Diona's going to be making the next drink for us, right?
I just can't wait to see what she'll be making.
Ja, es ist, als würden sie gegenseitig ihre Sätze beenden. Er hat aber immer noch nichts. Seht ihr? Guckt mal doch. Also, da, Arme. Nichts zum Trinken.
Sure, but before I do, let's allow my assistant to have a try. She's also very interested in mixing drinks.
Is she a bartender as well? Ooh, aren't we lucky? We're in for a treat. Please, this way. All the materials and tools are already prepared. You may start when you're ready.
Arbeit. So, jetzt haben wir einen Cocktailmix. Na gut, dann gucken wir uns das Ganze mal an. Der Cocktail ist hier. Okay, also zuerst hat Connor den Echsenschwanz in destillierten Alkohol eingelegt. Danach hat er den destillierten Alkohol zum Löwenzahnschnaps gegeben. Also, ja, so. Wie können wir diesen Schritt falsch machen? Den ganzen Echsenschwanz direkt in den Löwenzahnschnaps geben, den Echsenschwanz in den destillierten Alkohol und dann destillierten Alkohol, dann zum Löwenzahnschnaps. Das ist so wie vorher, das hier.
Huh. They added the whole lizard tail without distilling it. Is this some kind of new mixing technique?
Yes, nicely done. Just make everything a total mess.
Na dann. So, als nächstes hat Connor eine ganz kleine Menge Schleimabsonderung hinzugegeben. Was können wir hier falsch machen? Okay. Wir geben ganz viel rein.
That's it. That's it. Oh, this will definitely be the worst drink ever.
Ich glaube ja, das wird das leckerste Getränk, das man jemals getrunken hat, aber abwarten.
You put all of it in? What kind of a drink is this?
A drink of hell. Connor scheint nichts von dem Schmetterlingsstaub und den Fischschuppen hinzugegeben zu haben. Wie vermasseln wir das so richtig? Na, volles Brot.
Add all of it. Oh, this drink is just about ready.
All
Alter
right,
Schwede.
Elzer. Could you please do the honors for this one as well?
Der kippt aus den Latschen.
On second thought, Connor, I think you should taste this, unique drink. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some more inspiration for your mixing.
Das hätte ich auch gemacht. Sicherheitshalber. Okay.
But is it even...
Connor, the most important thing right now is to show Diona our sincerity. Understand?
Nah, understood. But is it even...
Connor, the most important thing right now.
Nah,
Okay, die beiden quatschen immer dasselbe. Na gut, dann ab.
All right, are you done mixing the drink?
Yeah. Okay, hier spricht keiner was, also erzähle ich euch, was gerade passiert. Die dicke Schleimabsonderung hat sich mit dem Alkohol verbunden, während der Echsenschwanz sich ausgedehnt hat und nun oben auf dem Getränk schwimmt. Der Schmetterlingsstaub ist überall verstreut und einige Fischschuppen sind auf dem Boden des Glases gesunken.
I'm sorry, but this drink is way too... creative for me. I'm afraid I couldn't stomach it.
Ja, wenn man Probleme mit dem Magen hat, sollte man sowas nicht trinken.
Yes, this drink is, very creative. Connor, I think you should taste it.
Schön den Ball hin und her spielen.
Looks like it worked. All we have to do is mess up every step of a professional mixing method, and we end up with an absolutely terrible drink. Yes, this is a splendid drink you've made. However, I'm afraid we can't serve it to customers like this. Here, hand me the drink. Let's keep the alcohol and dump all the other ingredients. I'll use that as a base to mix a new drink. First, I'll chop the lizard tail into slices. Then, soak it in the drink. Next, add the slime condensate and stir. Then leave it to settle for a bit. Finally, we sprinkle the butterfly dust in. Oh, wait! I almost forgot the fish scales! Ooh. Okay, let's add it to the drink along with the mucus from the jar. And then we stir. Come on, be dreadful, be awful, be absolutely disgusting!
Elzer, Diona is mixing a drink, right?
I've never seen such a technique before, but it is Diona after all. She must have her own way, I suppose.
Please, have a taste. Come and realize your empty delusions of alcohol.
Whoa!
Gemeine Lache.
This taste, why, I've never had anything like it.
Let me try. What a splendid drink! Though the bitterness of an entire lizard tail is quite potent, it is perfectly complemented by the refreshing and sour flavor of the dandelion wine. In addition, the fish scales that were broken up during the stirring process have lost all their fishiness after soaking in the alcohol. The remaining flavor somehow enriches the taste of the drink. The texture of all the slime condensate after fully absorbing all the alcohol has become rich and dynamic. And lastly, the pinch of butterfly dust adds a finishing touch that makes this drink perfect. It is sensational both visually and in taste. A true display of craftsmanship.
Masterpiece. A masterpiece.
The drink I made earlier isn't even worth mentioning compared to this one. And I thought my drink was inspiring.
Oh, stop joking around! You two must have drunk so much that your nose and tongue have lost their senses.
Ja, aber das riecht tatsächlich ganz gut.
Huh? Impossible! After all I've done? How is it that my drink still tastes great? Ugh, I must not have messed up enough somewhere. Please, use this drink as your base and try making your drink again. Whenever you do, just make it disgusting.
Okay, was wir nicht so alles tun. Okay, also das Ziel ist es diesmal einfach nur ein ekelhaftes Getränk zu machen. Laut Jona ist der erste Schritt, den ganzen Echsenschwanz in das Getränk zu geben. Also wir versuchen das Ganze zu reproduzieren. Im Prinzip so wie wir es vorher gemacht haben. Ein bisschen stehen lassen. Dann ist noch eine Prise Schmetterlingsstaub obendrauf. So, und den Schleim noch rein. Okay, also wir zeigen das Ganze Diona. Mal gucken, was sie dieses Mal sagt. Diona.
Yuck! What is the smell? The pungent fish smell, sticky slime condensate, and spongy lizard tail? And not to mention the butterfly dust everywhere! Ha All right, let's show this to Elzer and Connor.
Ooh, is this another one of Diona's new drinks? Ugh, what is this? Even if you purposely tried to botch it, it'd still be hard to make something as hideous as this. No, keep it away from me, please. Just take that somewhere else.
Huh? What's wrong? This is Diona's specialty drink, right? Let me try. Oh, you are Diona's assistant after all. Your craft must be ahead of the curve. So far ahead of the curve that I don't feel so good. Sorry, I'm just gonna go over there. Oh.
Ist es wirklich so schlimm?
In my personal and honest opinion, this drink is absolutely terrible. Aren't you supposed to be Diona's assistant? The drinks that she makes are out of this world. You use the same ingredients and followed nearly the same mixing process. But how is it that the drinks she makes are never bad?
It's true. No matter what new and unusual ingredients she uses, Diona has never disappointed a single customer.
Sie haben sich... Nein.
If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone who's ever gone for a drink in Mondstadt. There's not a single soul that doesn't reminisce about your specialty drinks. All it takes is a single sip, and you'd wish that you could drink it for the rest of your life.
Drink? For the rest of your life?
Yeah, and the most impressive part of it all is the never-ending list of new ingredients that you are using. No matter what kind of ingredients it may be, if you make it, it'll be delicious.
Delicious?
After all, you are the genius bartender of Mondstadt, an originator of unique drinks, and the pinnacle of... Huh? Diona, are you all right?
No, Connor, you overdid it.
Did I really? Sorry, I couldn't control myself.
No, stop! Stop joking around! I can make a drink that tastes like that. Here, watch this! Give me that drink you just made. I'll show you! I'm gonna add all the remaining ingredients. Lizard tails, fish scales, mucus, and the slime condensate. And stir! Come on, be dreadful, be awful, be absolutely disgusting! Ah, it can't be that hard! Done! My all-new specialty, and this time...
Oh my, what a fragrance!
And the color.
What is this delightful smell? It's like a whole new sensation for me.
What is this unique coloring? Oh, it's another perfect drink.
Stop joking around, you two old drunks!
Ah, cool. Wirte unter sich? Abgeschlossen. Ja. Da würde ich sagen, dann haben wir es fertig. So, dann gucken wir mal. Ich kann mal wieder ein bisschen das einsammeln. So. Gucken wir hier einmal rein. Ja, und da stellen wir fest, dass wir damit jetzt durch sind. Und ich würde sagen, wir gehen jetzt hier in die Herbstwinde tiefrote Blätter, Kapitel 2, Prolog, ein Weg durch den Sturm. Und ich hatte es euch ja versprochen gehabt, ab jetzt kommen hier meine Spielcodes. Und zwar findet ihr jetzt in diesem Video ein Spielcode. Schaut euch das Ganze an. Viel Spaß damit. Eine Anleitung dazu findet ihr wie immer in meiner Videobeschreibung. So, und dann wollen wir auch gleich mal weitermachen. Licht. So, okay. Dann, den Auftrag haben wir ja erledigt. Es geht jetzt in den nächsten Auftrag. Und zwar werden wir jetzt hier einen Weg durch den Sturm beschreiten. Okay, nächster Versuch. Was haben wir hier wieder für Nachrichten? Achso, wieder ein bisschen Geld. Das können wir einsammeln. Sternmuscheln. Okay. Sehr schön. Und wir wollen dann gar nicht hier rein. Wir wollen in die Mission rein. Wir verfolgen hier das Ziel. Und das ist ziemlich weit weg. Also schauen wir mal, wo es hingeht. Ja, dann nehmen wir uns mal den Punkt vor. Und dann make a jump, make a jump, make a jump. Und dann starten wir unsere neue Storyline.
If you're scared of lightning, hide now.
Wir haben da gerade eine sehr interessante Diskussion mitbekommen zu so einem sehr interessanten Podcast. Und da ging es halt einfach darum, wie man so ein Spiel voranführen kann, dass es auch langlebig interessant bleibt. Das ist etwas, was Genshin Impact zum Beispiel macht. Und zwar, dass es regelmäßig neuen Content bringt. Der muss gar nicht so groß sein. Und wenn ich jetzt überlege, gut, alle 6 Wochen kommt was Neues. Dazu gibt es immer wieder neue Minispiele, immer wieder interessante Story-Erweiterungen. Und dann ab und zu mal was Großes, was ich persönlich auch sehr schön finde. Ich werde mich jetzt ja auch hier im Spiel so ein bisschen in die richtige Richtung arbeiten. Oh, es muss jetzt hier oben hoch. sehe aber doch immer, dass wenn ihr ein Spiel auf den Markt werft, dass es am Anfang ein riesiges Game ist, wo man unendliche Stunden verbringen kann und nachher bleibt es dann auf wenigen Stunden hängen.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
Es ist schon etwas besser.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Ja, das stimmt.
He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Danke dir, Payman.
Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Ja, diese unbekannte Gottheit haben wir auch noch nicht gefunden.
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
Ich brauche Antworten von ihr.
Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Lass uns nach Inazuma gehen. Oh, komm.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
Na, lass mich versuchen, an irgendjemanden zu erinnern.
Oh, Paimon spotted someone already. Atsuko in Lua Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
Inazuma, wir kommen. Ich sag doch, der neue Abschnitt kommt jetzt demnächst. Wir sind kurz davor. So, gucken wir mal, ob wir überhaupt jetzt mal so weit kommen. Nein, wahrscheinlich nicht. Ich schau mal, können wir da hinporten? Jawohl, das ist doch viel schneller, als rüber zu fliegen. Komm. Licht, okay, war noch ein Spaß. Wie immer. Und dann wollen wir mal dahin. Es gibt hier noch einen Bereich, den wir noch aufdecken können. Da gibt es auch eine Story-Mission, der ist dann im Westen. Und natürlich dann im Süden ist Inazuma der ganz neue Bereich. So, geht's los? Da geht's los. Und ich bin ja schon überlegen, wie wir das dann machen werden. Ich glaube, ich werde dann... Ich muss gucken, was es ergibt. Ob ich mit euch gemeinsam das Ganze erkunden werde oder ob ich wieder nur die Mission mache. Ich wäre auch über Kommentare dankbar. Schreibt mir einfach mal, was euch am liebsten wäre.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Hat dich jemand aus Liu gerettet?
Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Es gibt dort Antworten auf Fragen, die ich wissen muss.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
Aber sie haben Rito.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
Lasst es uns versuchen.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Gut, dann gucken wir mal. So, langweilig. Wo ist denn Captain Beidou? Captain Beidou ist da. Jetzt wird es spannend. Okay. Geh zur Alcor und triff dich mit Captain Beidou. Da drüben ist noch ein Schiff. Anzeigefehler. Hier gibt es noch eine Truhe.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Also, ich gucke mir nochmal den Auftrag an. Vielleicht werde ich daraus schlauer. Das bereitest du dich auf eine Reise. Aber die Inseln sind von unterbrochenen Dungeon. Also musst du dir eine Möglichkeit ausdenken, um auf die Insel zu gelangen.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Improvisieren. Also ich kann jetzt hierher teleportieren. So, weil bis hierhin habe ich es ja schon mal. So, jetzt habe ich aber keine Ahnung, wie ich jetzt darüber kommen soll. Da ist ein Schiff. Wo ist Seli hin? Ich höre ihn. Okay, das könnte tatsächlich klappen.
These things useful?
Schon klar, der ist weg. So, geht das noch höher? Klar geht das noch höher. Wenn ich die Frage stelle, ob es noch höher geht? Ja, mit Sicherheit. Das ist ja diese Feuerzauber. Die sind so. So. Da ist der Frostbob. What the fuck? Ah, das hasse ich. Komm, suchen wir uns den höchsten Punkt hier. Höchster Punkt. Und jetzt geht's rüber. Ich lasse mich einfach mal rübergleiten. Mal gucken, ob es das Ziel ist. Zumindest wird da angezeigt, dass da das Schiff ist, mit dem wir dann auch angeblich dann rüberfahren können. Und ich glaube, ich hätte auch tiefer ansetzen können. Nur schade, dass jetzt mein Razor wieder platt ist. Den es leider wieder gestreckt hat. Drücken wir es mal lieber so freundlich aus. So, hä? Was gibt es denn hier oben an tollen Sachen? Ah, da ist mein Rose. Ich habe das Schiff erreicht. Na dann. So, du bist die Reisende. Was machst du hier? Ich suche bei du. Du suchst nach dem Kapitän. Du denkst ernsthaft, man kann einfach ganz nebenbei nach ihr suchen. Oh, nach ihr. Interessant. Hey, kommt mal her. Fesselt diesen blinden Passagier und verfüttert ihn an die Fische. Was soll denn die ganze Aufruhr hier? Oh, Ding Ching. Dieser Störenfried hat sich aufs Schiff geschlichen. Fühlt sicher nichts Gutes im Schilde. Und ich dachte, ich sollte mich für Baidu darum kümmern. Gut, das reicht jetzt. Hör auf. Ihr Leute zu erschrecken, sonst kriegst du noch Ärger mit Kapitän Baidu. Ach, ich... Jetzt komm erstmal wieder runter. Und du, Reisende, was hast du mit dem Kapitän zu schaffen? Ich möchte nach Inazuma. Du willst nach Inazuma? Per Schiff? Dann solltest du lieber persönlich mit dem Kapitän reden. Sie ist an Bord. Aber in letzter Zeit beschäftigt sie etwas sehr. Halte die Augen offen und versuche sie nicht zu stören. Verstanden. Wir liegen hier auch schon eine ganze Weile vor Anker, was zu einigen Verzögerungen geführt hat. Wie wäre es, wenn du dich nützlich machst und auf dem Schiff nach Leuten suchst, die deine Hilfe brauchen? Okay, hier gibt es keine Vertonung mehr. Schade, schade, schade. Gut. Was können wir endlich in diese Stadt gehen? Kann ich bei irgendetwas helfen? Ach, du bist es. Du hilfst also tatsächlich überall auf dem Schiff aus? Ich habe einen Auftrag für dich. Wir haben gerade erst angelegt und noch keine Zeit, Lebensmittel aufzustocken. Wenn man so lange jeden Tag auf hoher See ist und täglich Trockenfleisch isst, zerfrisst einem das Ganze, einem das Herz. Also, ne? So, wir sind nicht jeden Tag in Hafennähe. Am besten versorgen wir uns mit frischen Lebensmitteln. Es wäre toll, wenn du etwas rohes Geflügel und rohes Fleisch besorgen könntest. Mache ich. Was ist mit Fisch? Ich glaube, davon haben sie genug. So bemüht. Gut, dann überlasse ich dir das dir. Wir wollen jetzt, dass wir die Möglichkeit haben, etwas anderes essen. Ich überlasse es demnach dir. Vergiss nicht, rohes Geflügel oder rohes Fleisch. So. Kein Problem. Daraus können wir Stack machen. Perfekt. So, Number 1.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Ist der Kerl zufällig ein Bade?
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Ich habe kein göttliches Auge, aber...
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Warum hat es keinen Besitzer? Hey.
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Ehrlich zu sein, bin ich nicht interessiert.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Okay, das war einfach.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Das Selbstvertrauen dafür habe ich.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Kann ich dir bei irgendetwas helfen? Das ist übrigens noch so eine andere Quest, die hier nebenbei läuft. Du bist nur gekommen, um Hilfe zu leisten. Nun, ich brauche keine. Okay. Komm. Kann man nicht drehen? Okay. Du solltest von hier verschwinden, dann kannst du nicht einfach aufs Schiff kommen, wie es dir gefällt. Okay. Klare Ansage, klare Ansage. Dem habe ich schon geholfen. Weitere Quests werden nicht angezeigt. Na gut, okay. Gucken wir mal auf die Karte. Na dann. Da ich sowieso dahin porten muss, dann breche ich mal eine kurze Wiederbelebungsaktion. Ich kann auch nicht so lange ohne meinen Razor. Komm, lad mich auf. So, geschafft. Und dann zurück. Ja, von hier aus wird das ganz gut klappen.
Off we go.
Fahren wir da mal rüber.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
Eine Sternmuschel. Ja, okay, da habe ich irgendwie welche gekriegt. So, was haben wir da? Ah, eine Turnierarena. Okay.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Der Chihu-Fels.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Klingt beeindruckend.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Danke, dass du uns das mitgeteilt hast.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Naja, das werden wir noch sehen. Ich mach dich platt, du Ratte.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Die Lingshan-Schule?
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fish, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
Entschuldigung.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Ist das wirklich möglich?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Ein göttliches Auge wird dich nicht besser in der Kampfkunst
Well,
machen.
we have to try something
Durchaus so.
new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Das ist die richtige Einstellung.
See you in the arena.
Genau, wir sehen uns. And the last but not the least. Wo ist er? Jinchung.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Willst du ein Abenteurer werden?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
Der nächste.
You have so much self-confidence.
Hast du Turniererfahrung?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Na, seid ihr da nicht so sicher?
Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Gibt es noch irgendein Rätsel, das ich nicht gelöst habe? Oder ich habe es, glaube ich, schon gelöst. Ich bin mir gar nicht so sicher. Na dann.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Alright, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
Goniyoshi. Steht sogar.
Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Richtig.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
Ich habe kein göttliches Auge.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Ich habe Dwalin gerettet.
Put that down. And also defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Ich bin einfach nicht so interessiert an göttliche Augen, das ist alles.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Das stimmt.
All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Ja, bin ich.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
So, danach haben wir auch wieder unsere Stunde geschafft. Mal wieder etwas drüber.
Our next competitor is seen by many as
gucken wir
the
mal.
favorite to win
Nee,
this
muss ich wirklich
tournament.
mit ihr kämpfen?
Her first bout begins now.
You? You're...
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Ich wusste nicht, dass ich so beliebt bin.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
Ich habe nicht vergessen, warum ich hier bin. Oh Gott, ich hoffe, ich bin Level 50.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Hoffentlich darf ich mit meinen Leuten spielen. Okay. Nächster Versuch.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Nur 2 Schläge. Okay. Puh.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Du hast selbst gut gekämpft.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Und ich ebenso. Ups. Und ich ebenso. Mein Gott, das muss ich rausschneiden.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
So, und dieses Spiel geht noch ein bisschen weiter. Es ist der 3. und ich muss noch ganz viel Text machen und so weiter und so weiter. Also etwas, was ich heute in dieser Folge nicht mehr schaffen werde. Ich werde für euch aber in der nächsten Folge das Crux Turnier beenden und uns dann hier langsam voran bewegen. Und dann gucken wir nochmal. Ich habe noch viele andere Missionen unterwegs gesehen, die wir noch machen können. Also uns wird nicht langweilig werden. Von daher kann ich an dieser Stelle erstmal nur sagen, have fun, neuer Avoram, bis demnächst hier auf meinem Kanal. Und denkt dran, dass ab jetzt immer ein Code in einer Folge angezeigt wird. Ein Code, wo ihr gegebenenfalls in dem laufenden Monat Mora oder andere Sachen bekommen könnt. Schaut einfach rein und ja, denkt dran, über ein Abo würde ich mich freuen. Denn ich habe das schon ganz oft auch in anderen Videos gesagt, desto mehr Abonnenten ich habe, desto mehr Möglichkeiten habe ich, so sei es auch wegen Recherchen und Verlinkungen. Und gegebenenfalls auch, und da würde ich mich natürlich auch irgendwann freuen, wenn man irgendwann in den Bereich der Monetarisierung reinkommen würde, weil ich dann viele Sachen finanzieren kann. Bisher habe ich das alles privat gemacht. Also ich versuche das so gut wie möglich. Ich lerne jedes Mal mit jeder Sendung dazu. Und wie gesagt, bin einfach mal gespannt, wie das Ganze dann weitergehen wird. Also macht's gut und ja, bis demnächst.